land as the sun comes up. Very old girl, that's the wrong way. Where'd you go? Are you over here? Maybe? Over here, over there, over... Well, girl, you're not gonna find me staring at a wall. No, you're not. Okay. We've restored Ilya's memory. We have the horse call. And... we have our powered up spin attack. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy, and welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Now, we're going to go on a journey to restore the Dominion Rod to... Ah! Booyah! Now back to your regularly scheduled looking cool. Now, I have already lost the ability to do my powered up spin attack. Great, just great. For that, you would die. How dare you make me hurt my own horse? God, that sounds awful. This time, following a tip that we got from Ilya, we should be able to find some way of restoring the Dominion Rod back in Hidden Village. Once we come back in... Kitties! Ooh. They're straight up not here until you have resolved things with Ilya. Do something fun with us. Ask the Kuko leader about it. Do something fun with us. Ask the Kuko leader about it. Hello there, you're safe and sound. 30. No, more like 20. That's how many cats have made it back here to the village. So perhaps you could, you know, shoot the cats? Aw, thanks so much. They're all so lonely. Perhaps you could talk to every one of them? But if you leave the village, it will be like you never talked to any of them. Do you understand? Cats are forgetful. Oh, and let me give you a tip for speaking to all of them. Start on one end. Got it? All right. This town ain't big enough for the 21 of us. A good old-fashioned spaghetti western shootout, where we talk to each other, man to cat. I love the dramatic pathos. Meow, what fun, meow. First one, meow. And then we go up top and we keep falling off. And I'll go over this way. Second one. Meow, what fun, meow. Oh, he's straining, trying to look up at us. I know a lot of animals take eye contact as challenge, but nah, my cats love making eye contact with me whenever we talk. Meow, what fun, meow. Third one, meow. People say that cats don't come when you call. Every cat I've ever taken care of did. And, you know, maybe it didn't always happen right away. We're still kind of working on that with the cats that I've recently adopted. But yeah, I don't know. I've never really had that problem. I also feel like, I'm gonna get into animal caretaker tips here. I also feel like animals, they tell you what they want if you're willing to listen. And that's not just some like platitudes or, you know, like something that, you know, doesn't actually mean anything, no. I find that if I hold my hand out, do a scratching motion, and let my cat move into it, they will show me where they like to be scratched or where they want to be scratched in that moment. If I do a petting motion and I let them move around, they will show me where they want to be petted and how. Just let them take the lead. They'll tell you what they like. They're not dumb creatures. Like, they know what it means when you hold out your hand like that. My cat Sunny just loves, like, scratching his head on my hand, like, no matter what. I'll hold out my hand and he'll get up on two legs to reach it. It's so cute. He does it without fail. Like, it's just amazing. I love that little guy, and he's just so loving and loves doing that. And yeah, he understands. So I got all that. This place will really test your patience and your skills of just everything that you've learned from doing this. Some of them are behind buildings, some of them are in back alleys. That's 8 of them, we're not even halfway yet. I'll go into here. Okay, so there's one up there where that other guy was that we needed to shoot. Oh, I gotta go back up, don't I? And then leap through the window. Yo! Crap. Wait, where'd the cat go? Wait, did I shove the cat off when he was down there cuff me down and pull my knees. 9th one. I'll go talk to you in a sec. I just want to really make sure. Yes, there's one in front of Impaz's house. 10th one. You're number 11. You said number 11. And then there's 12. Oh, that was 13. I hadn't talked to you yet. There's one resting in the window. How dare. 14. 15. All right, I'm gonna check back here with the Kuko leader, just to make very sure. Okay, no one back here. Oh, wait a sec. Now this is what I call a dungeon that uses your abilities of your two forms together in a really unique and interesting way. Sure enough, there is one up here. That's 16. I have definitely not talked to that guy down there. I'll save that for a moment after I check around up here. Yep, 17. That's number 18. Are you 19 and 20? Oh, we're already buddies. You already talked to me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not what you want to hear when playing this. Behind the barrels! In this room with the cat that I knocked off of his ledge. Oh, he was out in the open! That's sort of the rub with this whole thing is... There's ones that are so obvious that you swear you've already talked to them because they're right in the main road and you've already been through there a bunch of times. You talked to all of them, thanks! Now your prize is in front of the old lady's house. Make sure you pick it up before you leave. If you don't, the minigame resets and you gotta talk to all 20 of them all over again. Speaking of which... Oh, pfft. How about I talk to you now, huh? Come play again, meow. Yeah, they all say the same thing here too. In front of the old lady's house, we find a piece of heart! Man, gosh, we don't have that many things left to collect. I'm like mapping out all the remaining heart containers in my mind, and yeah, I don't know if there's any pieces of heart that we don't get from dungeons from here on out. I'm not thinking of any, at least, off the top of my head. I could be wrong. So, let me go back and, I didn't mean to leave so soon, actually. I was just kind of farting around and... no, I want to run fast. I don't want to talk. Why is talk the same button as run fast? Get me back to my bipedal self. Oh, there's even more kitties in here. They're playing with a ball. Is that girl doing all right? I haven't much to offer, but please make yourself comfortable here. Let's show you the Dominion Rod. Hey, the rod! Is that the Dominion Rod? Ah, could it really be? Are you the messenger to the heavens? Sure, lady. Among the legends of my clan, there is a story from the time when the Uka still maintained contact with the royal family. Yes, it is said that a mysterious rod was handed down from the people of the sky, and it was called the Dominion Rod. The rod was only to be carried by the messenger to the heavens when the royal family needed to communicate with the Uka. From generation to generation, my ancestors have guarded the book that, by royal decree, was given to the messenger by the heavens. This is that book. Please take it. You got the Ancient Sky Book, a book written in the Ancient Sky language, a crucial word. It is missing some characters. This is the hint to finding a path to the sky. Set it to Y, X, or R and check it. This book is written in the ancient language of skywriting. I am so glad I stayed in this village. If I had not met that young girl, what would have become of me? What would become of the world, more like? Meeting that girl must have been ordained by the gods so that I could be here today to pass on this knowledge. If you're thinking that, wait a second, Impaz is a girl, don't worry, I was right there with you. I thought that Impaz was a man for a long time, and it turns out, earlier in development, they were going to be called Old Man Impa. And it doesn't seem like their design has really changed since then. Now, the only other bit of lore that we really get about the hidden village, this unknown mustachioed man on a wanted poster that we see everywhere. The Hylian there says wanted, and he has a bounty of 1 quadrillion rupees. Damn, must have been one bad dude. I do believe, as sad as it is to admit, that's gonna be the last time we ever hear this song or really go here. Oh no, I can't leave the cat. Come here. Here, I'll pick you up a little bit. Yeah, see? Uncle Linky's here. He's here to take care of you. Oh, okay. Off the road we have to go. There's nothing else for us to do in the way of collectibles. We kind of got them all just passively as we were doing important things. They just kind of fell into your lap in this run. So he had a book about ancient skywriting. What's this? Ah, it's skywriting. Where in blazes did you get this? He has a dagger for a bookmark. Damn, I take back everything I said about you being some nerdy loser. I only meant some of it. You don't suppose this could be the work that breaks the seal? Right, let's try it out. No reaction. So it's not this statue. Ugh. Link, thanks ever so. You have brought me one step closer to solving this puzzle. I shall give the book back to you. Now, I shall try out this word on other statues. I have made the rounds of these statues so many times that I've memorized their locations. I will place marks on your map so you can find them. Come find me if you have questions. Remember, every one of those marks is near an owl statue. Now, if you'll excuse me. Dude, look at his socks. Those things are styling. Ooh. The power has returned to the Dominion Ride! You can breathe life into statues! When imbued with life, the statues move the same way as their master. The writing in that book was a spell that imbued the staff with magic. Now you can do to the other statues what you did before. So, he did say he would mark your map wherever there was a statue, didn't he? Then we should go check. There's a piece of heart you get from this. Seriously? I didn't remember that in the moment. Try as you might, there is no hole for you to penetrate. So you can't use the rod on that. So the characters are not speaking Japanese or anything like that. They're just speaking a fictitious language, but I don't know, Shad sounds like he's speaking Japanese and it's like an ASMR video of somebody talking in another language. He isn't speaking Japanese, but it just sounds like that to me. We've got marks all around Hyrule on our map. It's one of those late game things where they have you running around back to all the areas that you've already been to, so let's go. Gosh, I make it sound so negative when I put it that way. I swear I didn't mean it so badly. All right, so on this side of the bridge we got, I know that there's something on this end of the bridge. I know that there is. Gosh, why are there archers up here, man? I want to reiterate, if you wear the Zora tunic through this game, like, you're in for a rough time. What? I thought I went off into the abyss there. I'm still on fire. Holy crap. I was gonna say, if you're wearing the Zora tunic, you would take like 10 hearts of damage from that. It's not very fun. Ah, I see the statue up there. Okay, it's exactly where he said it was. I was wrong for assuming not. So, now that we've seen everything that we've seen with Ilia, that's the main reason why I think the intro to Twilight Princess, for me personally, got worse over time. I actually like it less than Skyward Sword's intro, which is usually the one that everyone points at as the poster boy for a slow beginning. And I won't deny, it does take a long time to get going in Skyward Sword. It definitely does. But in Skyward Sword, I feel like a lot of that early setup, you get more payoff for it than you do here. there's multiple characters in Twilight Princess that you spend so much time with in the first couple hours, and they don't get a meaningful conclusion or any real payoff. They just kind of exist. Your first playthrough, you have that sense of discovery where you think that, oh, this is all gonna be important for later, so I'd better pay attention. But in repeat playthroughs, it's 3 hours of nothing. Ilia does nothing. Beth's entire character is, oh, you're so cool, Link. Mallow sticks around and does some general weirdness in the background, which is cool. I'd say Colin and Russell are the only 2 Ardonians that really do any sort of growing. The others are pretty static characters. So, yeah, compared to Groose and his cronies and Fledge wanting to be a better person at the academy and getting to know that iteration of Zelda and how her and Link are already an item and she like really wants to ask him out and all that stuff, I don't know. I think that I get more out of that on a repeat playthrough than I do out of any of this stuff. I shot his arrow out of the sky. Oh, that was cool. So now that we got this, we move it down. Oh, little piggy can't get in. Little piggy can't get in. Ah! Wait, I didn't mean to shoot the piggy. I wanted to ride the piggy. No, Piggy, get up. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. Let me get on Piggy. Piggy! Away! Oh, you can't. Oh, he's scared of bridges. Poor guy. What? He doesn't want to. He's stuck in the wall. He won't get out. We may jump again and make it to this mysterious ladder that we've had nothing to do with for the last 30 hours. This game is going by so freaking fast, by the way. I thought this was going to be one of my longer Let's Plays. I was thinking 70, 80 parts based on other Let's Plays of it that I've watched over the years. Nah, we're definitely in the end game now. Piece of heart, 1 more to find a full heart container. Nice. We're definitely in the end game now. We're big, we're powerful, we got 16 whole heart containers. We're doing pretty good. Where to now? Kakariko Gorge it is. Up we go. Oh, red bokoblins. You don't die in 1 hit to Midna? Midna, you have fallen off hard. I remember when you were the strongest move in our moveset, and then we got the mortal draw, and I never looked back. Looks like it's the job for some bomblings. Get some rupees from that. Sitting at exactly 1,000. 1/2 of our capacity. We have no need for a wallet that big. Not anymore. Not even remotely close. I have the horse call. What am I doing? One thing that I could go for is a New Game Plus where you start with the horse call. It would be nice just being able to color to your side. It might sequence break a few things, but that's why I suggested it for New Game Plus, you know? Why did you go down here? That's not helpful to me. Come on. Wait! Oh, is that a... That's a... Is that a... Oh, I don't know if that's a yellow chew jelly or if that's one of these things. Is it? I can easily get another fairy if it's not because we have the Ardona Spring already taken care of. Give me that. And then we'll see what you are just in time before it was gonna despawn. That is yellow chew jelly. It's fine. Please die. Need to take out my frustrations on something. And the rest of you are just perps, so I don't really care. Oh my God. I just looked over at my notes. I can't believe I wrote this. This was years ago now. I called the Dominion Rod the Rod of Life, and then I said, yeah, I have a Rod of Life too. Let's show it to Ilia. No. Why would I write that? That sound used to come out of the Wii remote. A lot of sound did. Before. And then we get our treasure trove containing a Meaver stamp for the letter E, which means it was just rupees in the original. Joy. Oh, I almost used that as lantern oil. That would have been a disaster feat. No. I just thought I'd give myself a little top off, and thank God I know how to read. Though sometimes I question that fact. Warp. So those 3 are all done. Yes, I said 3. There is a 3rd one on the marked right there, the one that we saw earlier, that we can't do anything with. Next, we go near the swamp in North Farron Woods. It just hit me why this section exists. Game design, in its simplest term, is justifying mechanics through level design. You want to make levels that require you to make use of your abilities so that you can see why they are useful. They gave us this horse call right at the very end of the adventure, and they're telling us to go all around the world to spots where it wasn't always easy to get our horse. Yeah, that's totally why they have us going around the world again at this point, specifically. I'm catching on a little bit. I'm catching on. I'm not the most foremost expert on game design or whatever, though, but it definitely hit me what they were doing here. Come on out. I'm out of the alcove. Nothing. Where go? Where do go? Oh, into the hole. Go into the hole. Are we actually? After I was complaining about us never freaking using this Midna jumping ability again. Yes! Oh, I forgot about this. Man, the theme of the day is being like, oh, why don't they ever do this? I guess we won't be doing that again. And then immediately right after, my prayers are answered. That takes us up top of this ledge overlooking the swamp and another piece of heart. Heart container number 17. Next one is just outside of Castletown. For such a big region, it sure doesn't have a lot of statues. This one's right here, so I think it's going to just be quicker to run there as a wolf than to call our horse over. The speedrunners in the audience can test that for me if you want. I sure ain't gonna do it. Aha! Yeah, we saw this one a while ago. As for my thoughts on this portion of the game, not the going around though, but the fact that we've just been kind of jumping from temple to temple for a while now, and there hasn't really been a lot going on in the plot, I could see some people maybe seeing that as a negative, but personally, I think we had a lot of great plot moments in the first act. And, you know, we also had so many side quests in the Lake Hylia portion of the adventure. I think sometimes it's just fun to run around and hit stuff for a while and not have so much talking. I like story in games, of course. I mean, look at the stuff that I've made videos on, but sometimes it is just fun to run around and hit stuff, and that's definitely what they're letting us do. I think Twilight Princess is at its strongest when it's in the dungeons, and it's been showing its chops in that way masterfully. The Arbiter's Grounds, great dungeon. Snow Peak, great dungeon. Temple of Time, maybe not the most enjoyable to play, but really creative and well thought out, and I can respect it for that. It's not my favorite dungeon in the whole game, but I think it's great. Plus, like I said, a lot of catharsis in the fact that you actually get to go through the whole Temple of Time. You get to see what I personally think was the Temple of Light and Ocarina of Time. A big unanswered question. All 3 of the dungeons in the second act have had fantastic lore implications too. There's been so much to take in and study and decipher, and for players that are willing to go the extra mile and decipher the Hylian, there's been some interesting stuff, and there's been some self-insert fanfiction-y type stuff, but you know what I mean. It's at least interesting and bears talking about, even in the sections that I think are kind of not good, but yeah. Right over by Lake Hylia. Must turn into a human. I got the gamepad right there on the frickin' table right next to me, and I just don't ever want to reach over to it to hit the wolf button because I'm holding a Pro Controller in my hands. Let me see. I think I know what it wants me to do. I claw shot up onto this. I go up top. Ooh, can I do this? I'm gonna be expected to make that jump down onto this thing. We can make it up onto that ivy with or without it. I think I get it. We want this in between where we can easily drop down onto it. No. Well, I think I got it this time. We'll move it over ever so slightly. Drop down. No! Drop down, yes! Leap across, and there it is. I'm willing to bet that's gonna be a grotto. Another orange rupee. Is there a grotto up here? Is there? No. Huh. I kind of thought a patch of grass like that was signaling that. Sometimes grass is just grass. Last one's over by the Cave of Ordeals. Know what you're thinking. What about the Cave of Ordeals? Shouldn't we go back and try that again? No. The main reason why you'd want to do the Cave of Ordeals is because there are post souls in it, necessary to complete that quest. We can't quite access every post soul just yet. So I would recommend passing on it for right now. You might as well wait until you have some more heart containers, some more better equipment. It's just better to wait on it right now. I don't know. Wait, oh, you can blow this from the menu? You don't need to put it on a button at all? Damn, quality of life. Thy name is Twilight Princess HD. Give me the spinner. Can I? Yeah, I can cross the desert faster on the spinner. It's not as fast as crossing it as a wolf, but hey, what is? Whoa, 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 get out of here. Moo. I can get up over this way. And then, oh. Yeah, that's super easy. Wait, no, it's not. That's too easy. You need to do this because it can't get out of that little 1 foot tall groove. And then we lock on. Move it over. No! I wasn't trying to jump. Curse you, limitations of the engine. Let's try standing in the middle this time. The hit detection is surprisingly forgiving. So we'll want to do this. Move over. It's like a giant D-pad, really. And then... Now the question is, am I too impatient or am I just the right amount of patience? I'm just the right amount of patience, hooray! Okay, this time we start over here. And we should just walk in an L shape, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Easy, 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 easy. You ever have a girl just whisper the word easy into your ear over and over again? Oh, it's to die for. Come on, come on. Go! Treasure! You are an orange rupee! Not too exciting. Oh no! Guys, I did a bad. I went all around the world thinking all of that stuff was optional. And I was so confused about where to go next. I even entertained the possibility that showing Ilya our rod was not a joke and that that was actually literally what I needed to do. No. We're actually supposed to use the rod of my dominion. Move these statues off of their bases and step into the light. You found one sky character. A missing part of the word in the ancient sky book has been restored, but there's still other missing characters. We have to go around and do all of that over again. I sure haven't been on the ball lately. I guess that would explain why the flags didn't go away after I collected the treasure chests. So my brain fart was immediately followed by another brain fart. I had to take a fat, nasty dump, and after I was done, my brain hurts. And then, after I finished up, I tried to flush the toilet and it clogged. Not having the best day. Chester, you want to be like Wolflink? Do you? Well, you're a cat, but you know. Chester. No. He pushed my mic off the table. Number 3, number 4, 5. Ugh, I've warped more times than a Star Rail anniversary event. Give me that last character. This is a crucial clue to finding the path to the sky. Set it to Y, X, or R. Check. If you can bring yourself to give me even the slightest benefit of the doubt at this point, I think this actually worked out well that it happened this way, because I wanted it to be nighttime for what we're doing next. Breaking out the book. Is that the book from last time? Are there more letters in the word than the last time I looked at this? How did you investigate the link? This is amazing! Amazing! No, this must be the word we need. Let's try it immediately. Put the tingles in my ears. Ah, it has taken on the same shape as the other statues. What can this mean? And I thought we had solved the last of the riddles. Blast, how confounding. I must apologize, Link. I need to cool off a tad before I mull the problem further. Get your colorful golf socks out of here. Now that its belly button plug has been removed, he is ours to command. Ooh. Within the depths of this place. Link? How in blazes did you move that statue? And what's this? Amazing, spectacular! This must be the sky cannon I read about in my father's notes! I knew my intuition was onto something when it led me here. But how can one use this to get to the city in the sky? Stunning. I feel almost nervous. Just think, if we could get this to work, we could actually reach the city in the sky. The cave paintings depict the Uka and several other things too. We have Hylians bowing before the Uka, showing that they were to be revered. A cannon, huh? What do you plan to do with this, Link? Warp. Except that guy's still watching us. Sir, can you get lost? Can you get lost? No, hang on. You, get lost. Ah! Perhaps I am in your way. Well, forgive me for not realizing. I should just disappear at times like this, really. So, let me know the results another time, Link. Ah, yes. Let me give you one last piece of advice. That seems to be broken, so you do well to show it to a canon expert first, I should say. Farewell. I wonder if I put him off. This place was the room that bricked 1,000 Wiis. If you came in here with Shad nearby, and you saved the game and quit, it became impossible to progress. He would not take a hint when you went over and talked to him. He would act as though it was your first time speaking to him every time, and you couldn't possibly progress. Unlike Skyward Sword that got a downloadable patch, they straight up just recalled the launch day discs for this game and offered free repairs. It was pretty bad to see that make it into a game. It's not as bad as how Europe had a required story cutscene in Super Paper Mario always trigger a crash in their launch disc. I don't know how that passed QA. A lot of people really hated Shad around the game's release because he kept them from progressing. Huh. Guess he really shad the bed. I mentioned that I didn't beat the game when I played this on the Wii, and that is not actually the roadblock that I hit. I'll tell you more about that soon, very, very soon. But don't worry, it's coming, it's coming. Hey, buddy. Clowny! So, is that yours? Hey, buddy. I never thought you'd get so hooked on Fantastication that you'd try to build your own cannon. So, are you gonna give me the tour or what? Looks like you have a serious rig over there. Whoa, it's kind of retro, huh? And there's no ignition device, so you can't even use it. Listen, buddy, I suppose I might be able to fix it up for you. I mean, maybe. That is, if you could pay me 300 rupees in advance. What do you say? Sure. I knew you'd see the light, buddy. Now, I'll just be a sec. It's daytime! Sorry, you can't take anything I say at face value in this video, apparently. It didn't work out for the... I gotta wait till it's night. Here we go, buddy. All that working as it should, I think. It may look like junk, but this thing's got some powerful innards. Oh, so do I, if you know what I mean. You're gonna be knocking on the door to the heavens, but seriously, bud, it might be rough. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So I'm sorry for soaking you for the dough. I'll leave you alone then. Well, you just have all the fun you want, okay, buddy? I'm gonna wait around till it's night. Next time on Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we blast off for the heavens. May I be having a better day then.